a couple years. Carp fishing. Got pack bait out there again. And from what I've understood with the local fishermen, the carp bite has just been off. It's not just me. Talked to several people and said that they haven't had any luck lately. Um, so we decided to change it up and put myself in a spot where I know they'll be in 2 weeks, and see if maybe they're just cast a little bit further out, and hoping that they're in that area already, but just a little bit into the deeper, because they're certainly not in. They come up in these reeds right here, guys, and they start splashing around and carrying on. And every year when we do the Gray Buck Bass Tournament, there's carp all over the place, and that's just a couple weeks away. So you can't keep doing the same thing and not catching anything. So changing it up. I have seen a couple fish come up, but I think they were bass. Kev is out bass fishing. He's going for lunkers tonight. Um, we have caught a 7 pounder out of here, so I'm hoping he gets a monster tonight. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Appreciate everybody coming in. There's Mike. There's Sampy. We'll just uh, we'll just chill and see what happens. Got the red-winged blackbird singing right next to us. You'll be hearing him, I'm sure. Hey, Miss Joan. Good evening. How you doing? Hope you're good. One of Lyle, my older boys, one of his friends has been coming over after school. Their parents are away, or one parent's away. I don't know how he ended up with this kid, but he's basically living in our house. Kevin just wants to get away and fish, so as soon as he gets off the bus, we've been coming out live, and I've been editing during the day and trout fishing. Got picked up another 5 at lunch today. Threw them in the freezer. Good, good, good. Oh, rod to the right's getting hit already. Look at that slack. Look at that slack. There we go. Rod on the right. Keep an eye on it. I'm going to reel that up. Loma, just in time, Loma. Probably a trout. I'm gonna have to let the bite really develop tonight and not try that again. If it's a carp and you get a slack line like that, you'll usually get them. But I'm guessing it wasn't a carp; it was a trout. Let me get this one rebaited and right back out there. What we should see in 10-15 minutes is we should see bubbles out there, because it's pretty shallow, and if they come in the feed, we should be able to see the bubbles. Some of the other spots not as easy because of the ripples and it's further out, but this is like glass tonight. We should be able to see the bubbles. The trout sure make it a bit challenging though. Perfect, same spot. Okay. Well, at least we got activity, right? Some days I throw it out there, and if it wasn't for the one of rebaiting and moving it around, I wouldn't have to bring them in at all. Hey, River Rat. Good to see you in the chat, buddy. Hope you're doing good. You've been catching mondos, man. I know you've been doing good. You've been doing real good. See some big catfish. River Rat catching some monsters. We're still waiting for our season to really heat up. Hopefully we're a couple weeks away. The locals always say May is the time the flatties pick up. And you can get lucky before it, but May is usually the month. Just perfect. By then you're sick of catching trout. Diana, welcome in. Thanks for coming in here. Appreciate you. I know Boxcar Jerry's live. I hate going over top of people, but it's sometimes impossible not to. So I just try to call it out. If I know somebody else is live and I got to go over top of them, I guess give you the options. Go where you want. You might have multiple pages open anyway. I don't know. Troy might be. I was watching Troy duck hunt. Couldn't hit the side of a barn. I fell asleep after a while. But he was running, so he got watch hours from me. That's all that matters. Hey, Ernie, what's going on, buddy? Downtown Ernie Brown. It can't decide if it wants to be hot or cold out. I was going to have shorts, and then I was going to put long pants on, and a sweatshirt, and then a t-shirt. Now I got shorts and a sweatshirt. So. You're going to riding right over my lines, dude. Unbelievable. There we go, right on the left, guys. We'll wait for the takedown. Gotta wait for the takedown with all these trout around. Well, there we go. Come on. Lots of taps on both ends. We'll have to keep an eye on the time and check it every 30 minutes because trout are definitely going to be eating all the pack.
Are they biting?
They're tapping. I think it's the trout though. I'm looking for carp.
Oh.
All right. Hey, Stuart. What's going on, buddy? We're out at Skunksville. Lots of little nibbles. Even some that are hitting the bells, sending the bells off, but I know they're trout. I got my five. I got 5 trout in my lunch hour today. I ran to the creek, got my 5, and got home, got right back to editing. If I knew I was going to get them that easy, I would have gone live. There's bubbles right here. Let me see what that is. I'm going to just walk down the edge here and see if I see anything in close. Kev's coming over. I wonder what he's. Looks like he's excited. You caught a bass? Oh, you got him. Oh my God. Oh, look at that one.
I caught him on one of the Stewart's flies.
Oh, there you go, Stuart. You caught it on one of your flies, bud. Chuck them in. There's some fish jumping, and some pretty big fish jumping around here. There's something big jumping in here. I'm not sure if it's a carp or a bass, but it's big. Getting lots of hit, but I think they're trout.
Trout.
Don't hit my line, Cole. What fly was it?
I have one right now.
Here, share that. Was that you?
I don't know.
Okay, get out of there.
Nope, it wasn't me.
Show that fly. I've been getting hit like that long. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's the fly he caught it on. It's one of Stewart's.
My stuff is sitting down. I'm trying to catch up. Something for you to read.
Can you not do that right next to my rod though, please? He will eventually tangle the line. He does it every time. I got to kick him out all the time. This is a good spot because he can roam the lake, and there's tons of different species in here too. And there's a pretty good sunny population, so if you're bored, you can always catch something. Usually you can catch something. I know I said I wasn't going to carp fish again for a couple weeks, and then I'm out like 2 days later. So frustrating. We were on them so good. Uh-oh, Ernie's losing service. What's going on with the service? Loma Diana, let me catch up. Hey, hunting and stuff. Well, the trout bite's good. Carp have not been biting, but we just started. DJs, what's going on? Awesome. DJ connected over to River Rat. You'll be glad you did. Hey, Masha. Yeah, it's beautiful out here today. That's part of the reason I came. I needed to rest. Busy day, and I've been getting back in shape, and I ran pretty darn hard, harder than I've run in a long time. And I feel it. Okay. Rod on the left keeps getting hit. Eventually they should hook up. Even a trout might hook up on it. Yeah, no worries, Joan. I know. I've been down to that 3% before. Trumpet Master, what's going on? Good to see you. It's been a while. I just made a fried trout sandwich for dinner. Whew. Gosh, that fish was right on the edge. Fish freezes really good when you fry it. fry up plenty of fish. You just throw it in the freezer, like right after, if you know you're not going to eat it, extra, throw it in the freezer in a Ziploc bag. And I mean, even just like that, it's good for a few weeks. Pull it out, 15 minutes in the oven at 350, throw it right on some bread. Lettuce, sriracha, tartar sauce, pickles. It's a killer sandwich. Look at him going on that rod. I want it to bend all the way bend over. I know it's just a little brown trout eating the pack bait. Nine awesome people in here. I'm good, Stuart. Yep, I'm good. Staring at rods, you know. Staring at fishing rods all day long. Trying to will one into bending over. Come on, take it down. He wants me to come over there and strike it. Be amazed at how hard even a little fish can hit a bait. If you watch my video, hopefully it's out on time. I'm still doing the final touches on it. Tomorrow I got some underwater footage, and it's amazing, these fish hitting this piece of meat that I put out there. And you can just see like how strong, you can hear it. And at one point they knocked the camera over, which is held in place by like a brick. They're pretty impressive, even tiny little fish with one big muscle. He doesn't have the fly rod tonight. He's got the spinning rod. He's fishing flies from his spinning rod. He was getting live bait. He's chasing down. Oh, there we go. Goldie, come on, baby. I do have Goldmember out tonight. We'll see if we can catch something on Goldmember. If you haven't been in my recent lives, you probably don't know, but Goldmember is my homemade catfish rod. Yes, I made that. Painted it bright gold. It's actually a big piece of bamboo that I cut down. I'm going to see if we can catch something of quality on that rod. It doesn't flex at all, so I'm going to rely a lot on the reel to do that work. Hey Terry B, thanks for popping in here. I just went live for carp. I was just editing most of the day. I went out for trout, got my limit, and that was it. It was literally just to go throw 5 in the freezer, grab 5, fillet them. I was back in 37 minutes. That was the only fishing I did till now, and we've been getting bit constantly, but it's the trout, I think. So I'm gonna let them go like 30 minutes and then check and recast, and I'm not gonna set the hook at anything unless it's a takedown, because I know the trout are just sitting there hitting the pack bait constantly. I could probably catch 100 trout right now. Ted, I'm hoping, not this Friday, but I'm hoping next Friday I will have your video ready to go. I want to do a couple more things with it. It's weird because I usually just shoot a video and I put it out like the same week I produce it, or I shoot it and I edit it and put it out. But this is a different type of video. I'm using your Ned rig. I keep calling it a Ted rig. Um, and I wanted to show it off in different bodies of water and lakes and stuff like that. So it's more of a compilation. What's up, buddy boy? Any luck? Kev's caught a bass. He's got one bass on the bank tonight. Quite a monster. Just a little minnow. Taking Theo out for youth turkey this weekend. Awesome, man. That is so cool. He's gonna love it. Now that was carp rolling down. Don't tell me. I just saw. I'm pretty sure that was a carp roll. All right, Kev's on. We got a sunfish. Yeah. Yeah, they would like to see a fish. I'm not catching nothing. As usual, Kevin's putting fish. Bluegill. Hope you were paying attention. He did not slow down much, did he?
The bluegill. It's bluegill. The bluegill. Meow. Nice
Ye- Oh, there we go. Come on. You on? You on?
Constantly hitting.
Trout though.
You want to put my big rod out for trout? My bass rod?
If you want.
You got to rig it.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I want to focus on carp. Shoot, we have about 4 trout already. Oh, I set up a little early, Steven. Welcome in, by the way. Awesome member right there. I think I was supposed to go at 5. Sometimes I set them late because I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to get here, find a spot with a signal. With the kids, there's always, bathroom, school stuff. I never know exactly. Nice, Kev. Just throw them back then. Another small bass. So yeah, I set it late and hopefully show up early so that I'm not showing up late. So that's probably why you didn't get a notification. Thanks for tracking me down though, appreciate it. I'm hoping. We'll see. There was another spot I wanted to go to, but this one has really produced in the past. I just feel like it's still off, but it's going to turn back on any day, and it could be tonight. But I picked this spot because Kevin can fish for all different types of species, and the spring bass bite is on here. At least it is up on the hill in the big reservoir. Some nice fish came out of there this week, so I know they're biting. So if he gets anything of size, he will certainly come over with it. He ran the first bass over in the bass sunfish, so if it's something big or a different species, he'll bring it over. Give it 5 more minutes and then we're going to check those end two rods. Gold member I'm going to leave out. It's got 2 tiger nuts on there, so they're not going anywhere. Those things never fall off. Oh, sweet. What kind of car are you getting? Or vehicle? My day started with jump starting my car. I came home and I was doing something. I had to recharge my GoPro batteries. And apparently, recharging your GoPro batteries off your car battery will kill your car battery. Atlas, what's going on, Scott? Welcome in. Trying to will the carp to bite, like a glutton for punishment. I didn't have the energy to do another trout live, to be honest with you. I caught my trout today, got my limit. I was just like, you know what, I want to sit in the chair and carp fish or catfish, so we chose carp. I'm trying when I go live, not like real hard or like, it's not a hard, fast rule, but even with videos, I'm trying to put out different species. Like, I don't want to be a preachy multi-species guy that labels them and tells you this is my 400th variety. I'm not into that. I like other people to do it. I'm not into keeping track of it all. Take some of the fun away from it, I think. But I do want to like mix it up so that we're like, if somebody's just perusing the channel or watching it religiously, it's not like 30 trout lives in a row or, it's different. Now, I know lives, like I said, a lot of them are going to be carp and catfish, but I'm going to try to change it up a little bit in between those. Nice, Mercedes. Oh, that's beautiful. 2024 Class 35. Sweet. Well, Scott, we had a lot of luck early, like way earlier than normal. And the big ones too. I mean, we had some massive carp for this area that we caught. And I was like, oh, this is going to be amazing. They're a month ahead. And now we're into the time where they should be just smacking the top out here. And I haven't seen a single carp. Like, I haven't seen one roll slow and seen its head out. Nothing. And carp are the vacuums. I should come over here and vacuum up these baits. Pretty wild when I think like I had better luck in the winter than I did recently. Wouldn't catch a lot, but I would pick up one every, I'd say 3 to 6 hours of effort, I'd pick up one. We're probably 10 hours plus now without one. Hey, Tim. It seems to have shut down just a few. Yeah, it's shut down here too. It's really bizarre. One person told me that they haven't caught one since the eclipse, and they were smacking them before the eclipse. They sound like um, a conspiracy theorist when it comes to the eclipse. He thinks it killed off the carp or scared the carp. I think I caught a couple after the eclipse, though. I appreciate that, Stephen. These are they're well, there's something feeding on the top. Let's see if that's a sunfish or a carp. Yeah, see, I don't think they're in the shallow because this is out about 15 feet. It's only a couple feet deep, and you'll see them. Like you'll see signs of them if they're in here. But I'm thinking they're just off this shelf where it drops out. Yep. Let's see. 32 minutes. Time to check the baits. Wild Japan, I don't know if I said hi to you, Dylan. I was about to and I got sidetracked. But welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Stuart's hoping to do a video this weekend. I know the following weekend I'm going to be up there dealing with 14 boats from Sunday. Can change Monday and Tuesdays. Yeah. Yeah. Tim, got my limit earlier today on trout. I went out real quick, midday. So I wasn't really expecting to catch any. I was hoping to get one or two. These dumb stocked browns don't know any better. They're supposed to eat at night, but they were eating at midday. And Travis caught a bunch this morning, he said, too. That's what made me go out. I figured he caught a bunch in the morning. Maybe they're going to feed during the day, and it was kind of overcast and cold. Yep, keep an eye on them. Let me get these in, rebaited and back out again. Now that's a carp feeding right there. Pretty sure that's a carp feeding.
I got sunfish on. I'm gonna use them for
All right.
bass. I might cast around this for 20 minutes, and then I might switch to a trout or something.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Live lining for bass.
Bobber.
Gonna make all the bass guys. Gonna make all the bass holes very upset. It said bass. Right. I don't want to put too much pack on this because I'm gonna send this out pretty far. Try not to take out the fan. All right, let's get this one baited up and out. Second biggest carp that we've had came out of here in January in the snow 2 years ago. That was a freak catch, and I caught it on an ultralight because we were trout fishing. You may remember that. That was a big reason we won that 10-week fishing tournament. That was a big fish to put on the board at a rough time of year to catch them. Oh, Enrod, come on. I'm not sure it's a trout, if anything. Yeah, it was a trout. He's off. He won't fit that hook in his mouth. Stripped me though. Dirty rat. Don't want trout tonight. What I'll do is I'll put the corn on the hook instead of on the hair rig. That trout wants to play around, we'll hook him. I feel like I'm feeding trout. That's what I'm doing out here. I've gone through a whole thing of pack bait already. Eating so much food tonight. All right, let's get some kernels right on the hook. That guy was on for a couple moments. They do put some really big trout in here, so. That may have been one. It hit pretty hard. Okay. Let's get this set. What the heck? Got a weird tangle here. How did that happen? Oh, came right out. That's good. one of these two rods are getting hit already. I don't know which one it is. But something was moving. I bumped it a couple times setting it up, but at one point I felt a tug, but the lines were touching, so I wasn't sure which rod had to hit. Whoa, whoa, we made money. What is going on? Falling behind in chat. Let me get caught up here. 17 awesome people in here. Captain Clark, welcome. What's up, Fishing Fam? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. We are, buddy. Hope you are too. There's Wendy Jane Watson. Welcome in, Wendy. Hope you're doing good. Awesome member right there. The other half of Stuart. I don't know if that's what they say. We say that in Scotland when there's a couple. Sky is purdy, Captain Clark says. Welcome back, Ernie. My gosh, how did I get so far behind? Autistic Angler, welcome in. Thank you for coming in here. Here's the red-winged blackbird just flew right by. Ah, there it is. That culprit right there. Tammy and Ray, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are having a good day. Kev is out and about the lake here fishing. He's caught more than I have tonight, as usual. He is fishing with, well, he was fishing with Stuart's flies. He's caught the bait he wanted, and now he's going after the big bass. Thank you so much for that donation. That will help us buy more bait, for sure. Thank you. Hey, we're at Deep Creek, Curtis. Deep Creek Lake. Live about 4 minutes from there. Used to have channels, but I think they're gone. I know they stopped stocking them like 13 years ago, and I haven't caught any in years. There's some nice bullheads in here, though. There's white suckers in here. Trout, bass, sunfish, perch, crappie. But it's not really great for anything. It's like just an okay all-around lake, but we did catch a 7-pound largemouth out of here, so there are some big fish in here. Unless somebody tossed them in. Nah, I'm sure we caught back-to-back 5-pounders out of here in the wintertime at one point. I have no idea where he is, Stuart. No idea. I assume he's on this lake. But there's another reservoir over that hill in the distance. And then there's a creek to the right, all the way to the right of us. So I'm sure when it gets dark and cold, he'll be back. This is his favorite type of fishing to do. It's like where he can just go roam. And you learn a lot doing that, so I try not to tell him too much. Let him go figure it out. There's something going on with those rods again. Real subtle bite. think the trout are full. They've stopped hitting. All those little hits that we were getting early on. Now there's a wake. That's what I'm talking about. So there's a carp in here somewhere close. All right, that's the first wake I've seen that is from a carp. This whole shelf is like 2 feet deep. That was one that came up in there. A couple weeks, we'll be catching them 3 feet off the side here. We fished this lake a few times just from a different spot. Um, we have fished in the wintertime. We fished down this way off that beach because out on that side is the deepest hole of the lake. It's about 15 feet at the deepest, if I remember the map correctly. And there's structure out there. And it's like 2 circles that were dug out at 15 feet. And that's where they overwinter. And then there's a hole directly out, which is barely reachable. That's 12 feet, so it's still pretty deep. But it gets, oh, there we go. But it gets a lot shallower. This whole area is super shallow. But it warms up fast. We get a couple warm days, they might come up here. Give it some more time. Where are we at? 49 minutes. We'll give it 10 minutes and then we'll check that one in case they stripped it. Hey, 420, welcome in, bud. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I appreciate everyone coming out, hanging out in the chat tonight. No worries, Tim. Thank you. I'll tell the fish to wait till you're back. Awesome, DJ. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Thanks.
Do you have any trout related hooks?
Probably not here in the car in the vest. I told you, bring what you want. Bringing just carp stuff.
That's cool.
It's not that far away.
The thing is,
Okay. That's why you should have brought the backpack down. That's got everything you might need in that backpack.
I wasn't going to carry that away out.
I could have brought it. Hi. Hi, 420. Have a good night, buddy. Be a better picture of the rod bent over. Pack bait on all of them. Goldenrod has, instead of corn, I put a tiger nuts boilie on. When I cast that, it's kind of a jerky cast. Oh, there we go. Take down.
Oh, good, good. Did I get him?
Yeah, you want to fight him? You can. Keep attention. Get off. Get on him. He's coming at you fast. About time. See how shallow it is out there? You can see. Stay on him nice and smooth. Man, it's been a minute. Now be ready. When he comes in this shallow, he's going to dart to that cover over there. There you go. Get him in front. Don't pull too much when he's in close, though. Just keep a nice bend in your rod there. I'm going to go down and do the net duty. Nah, he's going to run at the end.
I don't like it back. Yeah, they're spawning. See that tail? You want to take him up there?
No, I'm going to get him down here to the saw. And I'll bring him. Pulling up tail. Hope you can pull it in. You show him off. Oh, you can pull it.
I can't. Just let it back down.
You want to hold him up?
There he is.
There he is, guys. Beautiful common. Let me get it in this angle a little bit with the sun behind us.
See that tail right there? They're spawning.
Does look like he's spawning already. That could be what's going on. All right, get her back in. All right. We finally caught a fish.
We caught a fish. So I found a perfect hook. I just need weight.
I gave you split shot.
Oh yeah, I have it. In the vest.
This is why I have no fishing equipment. All right, let me get this one back out and then we'll chat. Try to remember where I casted that one. Kind of does make sense that they're spawning, and that's why they're not biting. It's just early. Hope you all got a good look at that one. It looks good from our angle. Yeah, I can see them feeding out there. They're way out there. The last live I did was down there where you can see that high brown grass. This could be the week. This could be the week they turn on down there. That should be the best fishing of the year when this lull gets over. That's why I'm fishing as much as I am when the bite's not on. I don't want to miss the boat. I really believe we're going to get 20 fish in a day here soon. That's kind of my goal. 20 carp in one day would be pretty awesome. Got big goals. Get you adjusted again here. You get caught up. Get caught up here. Stuart might be fishing tomorrow. Wow, Japan said nice. Steven said pretty. Diana, nice. Nice one, fellas. Corey, hope to be out fishing as well. Get him. Oh, there we go again.
You just casted that, right?
Yeah. Huge slack. Is that a carp jumping down there? I think it was. That was really loud though.
What?
That was a big loud splash though.
You know people these days.
These days in the year. I gotta get back to chat. Somebody said something about a redneck slam. Piqued my interest. Let's see. Mirage.
Crap, there's not much cord left.
Yeah. Yeah, the trout were just tearing up the bait. I was recasting like every 5 minutes. Went through a whole batch of bait in like no time. Barely made an hour live.
So if you get stripped anymore, you can't fish anymore.
Yeah, I'll have to switch up. Switch up dates.
You find a corn or something.
Well, I could do something else. That car's filled of options.
I have perfect hooks. Look at these hooks.
Oh, they are nice.
Don't ask about the weight.
Get it out there pretty far. They're out there.
Trout?
Oh, you're going for trout?
Well, anything.
Okay.
Eat it. Are the trout out far? Or
Yeah, out far. As far as you can cast that. They're out far.
I have the hook, we just need the bait for it. Am I heading towards that way?
Yeah. If you could get out to the boat, maybe cast off the boat dock.
And just go as far as I can.
Yeah, cast as far as you can, and then, bring the line back to the land so you don't get in trouble for fishing off the dock. He gets in trouble fishing off the dock. I don't know who he is. Nobody's out. They do that so you're not in the way of the boats coming and going. I wasn't thinking. I should have fished further down. The club that I run with on Thursday nights is going to be running right by us. Oh, Lord. They'll be like, why aren't you running? I can't wait to run with the group again. Starting to actually be able to, oh, there we go, and run. Give him some time. It wasn't a hard hit. Still got 12 people in here. I got the yep. Glad you like that t-shirt. Top order for bass, hour or two. The bream fish with crickets. Bream sub cat lines, probably take a nap in the boat. That's awesome.
I want a rigger boat fishing going. Is that a possibility for this weekend?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll take a whole day. Cat bass, no trout, just to get that.
Hartman Adventures. Welcome in. I believe Hartman Adventures is from Jamaica, if I'm not mixed up. Welcome in. Thanks for popping in.
Stuart, if you're still in here, Stuart, if you're still in here, I'm gonna use your jigs and try to catch your crappie under the.
Don't be nice to him. He's being mean to me.
Oh, you feral!
He's just telling me that my fish was a mirage.
Oh my gosh!
And that's my fish, Stuart. You saw me clearly catch that fish. I let Kevin reel that one in, but I caught that one. Team Dad on that one. Oh, there's that slack on. Get in my fighting chair. mud is so soft down there. I don't want the rod to just go flying in if I hook up the good one. Hey, welcome in, Ape. Thanks for coming in here. Today we're targeting carp. Appreciate you subbing to the channel. That's awesome. If you've got a channel, leave a comment on a video and I'll make sure. Oh, and run. I think that's a trout bite. Yeah, Ape, leave a comment on a video. I'll make sure I connect back to you if you have a channel. Appreciate that, bud. We put out long form videos at least every Friday. If I've got extra content that I think it's worth watching and I have the time to edit it, I'll put out more. But our big ones are usually Friday. I might put out something like shorter during the week. We do shorts every day. I'm trying to do lives at least 5 days a week, even if it's just an hour or two. Up there. Come on, I'm gonna wait for the takedown. This is a trout playing with it. We've got our limited trout today. We don't need a trout. He's on it. He's playing with it. Yeah, Stuart's just asked. He's one of my moderators. They ask questions like that because if somebody has no content and the channel's brand new, it's usually a troll. Yeah, but I think he's a trout. I don't think he's a carp. Yep. This is the guy that's been causing all the havoc here. Get him with the light here before I let him go. There he is, nice brown trout. Brown dog. Okay, just like I said, I let him go.
You let him go?
Yeah.
Was it a brown trout?
Yep.
Why did you not keep it?
I was out early. I caught my limit today. I went out at lunch.
I don't know, it's a shot. On the hair.
On the hair rig. Yeah.
Drop this.
Hey, Ted.
Dad,
It's not mine.
keep it.
Throw it in the bucket. Hartman, we make the good stuff here for bait. This stuff will, it'll either catch the fish or give them diabetes in the process. Both rods. Both rods are kind of looking a little sus at the moment, so instead of casting, I'm going to keep an eye on them. Yep, Stuart was spot on with that. We strawberry jello, sweet corn, and panko breadcrumbs is the heart of the recipe. I'll sometimes add anise, but I'll tell you what, I had to buy more today, and that is pricey, so I won't be using it too much. And vanilla, and sometimes peanut butter, sometimes a little bird seed. Keep an eye on Goldie here. We're just going to keep 2 rods out. We'll try to make an hour and a half and we'll wrap it up. I'm running short on bait anyway. I'd have to scavenge some corn off the ground. Northeast Coast would be Northshire. I'm old. Fish now don't get about much. I used to do a lot boat fishing on the North Sea. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, YouTube is a nice outlet for that. People that can't get out anymore to fish. And my dad doesn't get out much, and he watches for that reason. I like watching people around the world just see what they have. Obviously I'm a multi-species angler, so I like watching people from different parts of the world see what they fish for and how they fish for them. As you see, we typically put our poles up like we're catfishing for carp. And I know UK folks typically have them, you know, I don't know what word I'm looking for, parallel to the water, I guess, pointing straight out. Got to shift a little bit. The sun is moving a little bit. Got to get a better angle on these. There we go. Goldie's going to light up in this angle. I think I'm going to go home and have another fried fish patty. These things were good. Welcome back, Ted. Oh, I missed a few. Chat froze up on me. I get you, Hartman. I got you. Hopefully I don't block you in my attempt to give you a wrench. Yeah, I gave him a wrench. Rules of the channel are pretty simple. Number 1, be nice to everybody. I don't care if you don't like somebody that's in our chat, but be nice to them or leave the chat. Don't start issues in my chat. Number 2, no cursing. It is family friendly here. We have a lot of kids that watch. My son's 10, older boy's 12. All their friends watch. So, yeah, that's it. Pretty simple, right? Bait is out of the freezer to defrost. If you got to rush that thaw process, just salt and sugar help immensely. You probably know that. I've been to a few locks, done a lot of conger fishing. Nice. Had some good fish that way. My biggest conger, 117. Awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I know a little bit about that. I know a little bit about that. Be nice and respectful. All right, too many rules. I'm out.
I told you.
What do you got?
Crappie.
Oh, nice. Bring him over. He's got a crappie.
Yeah, baby.
Black crappie.
Is it black crappie?
Yep. Doesn't have the lines.
That's for you,
Back up a
Stuart.
little bit and hold him a little bit front. Come towards the camera. Right there's perfect. That's for Stuart. You call him a Stuart fly?
Stuart.
Yeah, he caught it on a Stuart fly.
Wish no fun.
Yeah, it is crappie season. It should be all over. If you caught one, probably catch a lot more.
Because they live in groups.
Nice. That's your third species tonight.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Bass,
that's
bluegill,
I think
and
I agree with that. Before.
four then.
This weekend, I really want to go to Bass Pro Shops to get our thing set.
Yeah, I'm your bow. Your bow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they're spawning like right now, then
Well, yeah, they're not on the edges yet though.
then
Yeah, we'll go up. As you can tell, I'm less than thrilled about using the bow to shoot carp. It's something Kev wants to do. So I've set the rules. You shoot it, you eat it. I'm hoping he misses almost all the time. Because I'm not really into that type of fishing or hunting or whatever you want to call it. But if you're going to eat them, that's a little different. So we're going to target them in clean waters that we can actually eat them from. And we did make carp and we actually loved it. So we're going to do the smoked recipe and try to master smoking them. And then maybe we can turn some people on them. I know that's probably blasphemy in the UK, but they're still considered a trash fish in the United States. And some anglers just throw them up on the sides to get rid of them. They don't want them. They think it ruins the bass fishery, but there's an argument to be made that it actually supports the bass fishery because of the babies and the bass are eating the baby carp. But then the bass fishermen will tell you that the common carp will, because of the timing, they'll roll up on the sides and knock all the eggs loose, and then other fish will then eat the bass eggs, and for that reason they're decimating the bass population. And then you've got lakes like this where you can catch a 7-pound largemouth bass and 20-pound carp. So I don't know. Yeah, I was just a little guy. Yep, there's a little fish. Yeah, that's when you're first getting into that. I've done it a couple times. I never really was into it. And I actually, my first shot, I got one. Then it took me like 2 years to get another one. And I found if you're not good on the refraction angle, you just wait till they come up to the top. So that's why we're trying to get ready now. There's a spot where they'll be all over the edges, and we're hoping to walk that back tree line and be able to get some shots off from land. It'll be a fun adventure. I mean, we might end up getting one, and it'll be like an all-day adventure. So that part will be fun. And if it's one carp harvested, that's fine. I mean, we ate 2 or 3 last year anyway by hook, so never know when the economy's going to get worse or something. It's good to know as many skills as you can, learn. Yeah, yep, same thing. But for over here, the trout, stock trout, originally they stocked fish to um, trying to think where to start this story. But if you go back in the U.S. to the pioneer times, when everybody on the East Coast where they were settled were spreading west, what was happening was they were decimating everything, every resource. They were just wiping it out. So they were cutting down every tree, using the coals, plenty of coal, but they were harvesting all the wood, all the animals, the fish, and wiping out the buffalo to extinction. They were just wiping out. And they didn't, I mean, there was plenty of resources, but they didn't do it in a way that was like supportable or sustainable. So it was causing all this damage. So they started stocking carp to offset some of that damage and to like, they were easily reproducing in these towns and they were using them for food. And then later came like the other trout and other fish that they stocked so that the natural populations, it takes the pressure off of them. That's what I read. But yeah, and they have gotten better in the most part. Like they used to stock whatever wherever, and they'd throw a like a brown trout in a class A stream that has reproducing brookies in it. And if you know anything about trout, browns will eat the brookies basically, wipe out the natives, and then pontoon Jody reel. That's a Bulkinator reel right there. You say because of the green? Oh, she's a Mad Cats girl. I know. She is Mad Cats. She's got to stop when she catches a fish, put her hat on. Yeah, you know how it is, Hartman. You gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Teach the kids the skills if they want to learn it. Especially, I'm not shoving anything down anyone's mouth, but so many e-bikes around. I went out for a bike ride yesterday, and man, my old racing habit kicked in, and I started chasing this guy down the road, and I was hauling it, and I'm not in shape to be hauling it. I finally caught up to him. He was on one of those e-bikes. I was like, that makes sense. I thought I was really out of shape. Yeah, that's the Mad Cat's reel. Yeah, I always tell people, even like I don't personally harvest bass. There's a turtle out there. But people that have like big problems with that, just tell them like change the rules. Like you can't really go after somebody who's following the rules. And some guys are all catch and release, and that's fine, especially if you know what you're doing. But I don't want to go off on a big negative tangent about catch and release again. You hear that almost every other live. This dude down here has a Mad Cat's rod. I don't know what he's fishing for. I don't have the heart to tell them there's no catfish in here. We get a lot of people that come up from the city. You can tell they have no clue what's in here. They come out here with like their shark set up, thinking, yeah, this is big water. They're gonna catch something. Todd Projects, what's going on? I haven't looked, but I think you're still my newest member. Welcome in, buddy.
Sticking out of the water. Oh, she went head first in the
I'm doing well, getting wore down. Day is starting to get long. A little slack developing in that right rod. Keep an eye on that. I didn't see when that bow got in the line. There's a carp feeding a little to the right. I've seen him out there several times now. I was going to try pre-feeding a spot, but I've got to be creative on where I pre-feed. I can't just pick the best spot because a lot of people fish the best spot. I got to pick a spot like this where most people, I never see anyone fish here. 2.5 hours yet. Oh man. We'll give this another 10 minutes and I think I'm going to shut it down. And then I'll walk around and see what Kevin's up to. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Todd's my newest member. If you don't got him picked up, check him out. He's just getting started in YouTube, I believe. I might, Stuart. I got a half a mile walk to get the rods to the car first. That's the problem. I got to take my gear. I'm not leaving it out here. Take that back to the car first. Right now, I'm just kind of studying the water, trying to figure out where I'm going to fish for carp. I want to find a spot that I can pre-feed a little bit. So I'm staring at the surface looking for some activity, and I think I see it, but it's going to be straight across from us off that point, and I can't really do a live there. It's just not good. Hmm. think next week's going to be some really warm days here, so that might have them over here though. I may be able to pre-feed right here and they'll come to me. "17 awesome people, 16 awesome people." Thanks for coming in, hanging out tonight. It is just a beautiful night to be out here. If I sound tired, I'm really not tired. I'm just really relaxed right now. It's so nice out here. Yeah, warm up. That's what I thought I saw. That could really change things for carp to the positive. I'm hoping to get footage this weekend for next Friday's video. Get that done and out of the way, and then we can focus all week on multiple hour lives if the carp bite's on. If I get out here and I'm not catching anything, then I'm never going to go more than 2 or 3 hours. But if the bite's on, I'll spend that day out here till I have to go. You don't get a lot of opportunities in life to like fish, just keep on fishing, you know. No time restraint other than getting the kids off the bus. In reality, I get to Kevin and come right back too. Well, I have to get Kevin and then Lyle. Wait for Lyle and Kevin to both get off. $80. I better set that tent up. I better get used to using that tent. I'm gonna need that even for the sun, I think. I was gonna get one of those little camp rocking chairs with the canopy on it, but I'm gonna need something for the electronic equipment too, because it'll overheat. So I think I'll just get in the habit of setting that lean-to up now. Give it 3 more minutes. That'll be an hour and 40 minutes, and then I'll bring the rods in. All right, Todd. Have a good rest of your night, buddy. Thanks for coming in. I'll bring the rods in at an hour and 40, and then if anybody wants to stay for the after show, it's going to be, let me see if I can get, I think I can get everything in one trip to the car. I might as well start packing up. It'll take me more than 3 minutes to pack this up. I got the net too. Okay, my legs are shot from running today. That's me, that's me. Kevin, I'm going to take a trip to the car and put this stuff away. And Where? For real? For real? All right, so if you guys are gonna head out, I appreciate you coming in. I will try to stay live here and do the little after show. You think it's worth me casting over there? All right, change of plans. Let me go take this rod over. I'll leave you with Kevin maybe. I'll cast the gold rod. I've got 2 pieces of bait left. That's it. And it's the Tiger Nut Boilies. And it's on Gold Member. Kevin swears he's seen them jump near the dock, so. How about I leave this with you and I'll go pack the car up and I'll cast this out. Where? Right at the end of the dock? Ooh. Okay. How far past the dock? Or right at the end? Oh, right in there. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Let me get situated, guys, and I'll chat again. You gotta work? Now, how am I going to get all the stuff? We can't leave our stuff over there, Kev. Can you watch this rod? Okay. You're going to be in charge of chat till I'm back then. Should I take everything to the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave like the rods out.
Okay. Hey, Laura. Guys, I'll be right back. I got to take a big trip to the car. We got 1 rod out. You can say hello to everybody.
Hi, guys.
It's the after show.
Watch this goldenrod, Golden Member. So far, I caught about 14-cent fish all along the side. Caught one bass, and well, Dad hooked the one carp. I landed the one carp, and then caught a crack. Yeah, I caught about 14 fish on your flies. Well, 15. He thinks I'm joking about a carp jumping. Carp just jumped right over there. Thank you. Yeah, they were nice size ones. Oh, wonder what what was that? I wonder if that's what I see jumping out when I'm fishing. You never fished for carp? Have you ever caught a carp? Laura the Explorer, if you never caught a carp, gotta check out our carp fishing videos. Oh gosh. Looking for a bite right now, y'all. Good, thank you for watching us a lot. Have you ever... The carp videos is what should get most people into carp fishing. I mean, they're just so hard to fight. They're so fun. Stewart. Oh goodness. Trips to the parties, back with my friends. You guys can see there's a turtle right there where my finger is. My opinion, in my catfish are easy to catch. You need oily fish to lose. We don't really do that for catfish. We have a creek in our backyard that runs down to the Perky, and there's tons of catfish in there. You just need a tiny piece of fish. Any fish would work. And as it's getting dark, if you find like a cave or somewhere, you can just toss that under and you'll catch a bullhead. It's pretty simple. Done it tons of times. Yep. Two more jumped while you were gone. And there was one turtle by your line. And there's bubbling out there now.
Bubbling. I'm back, guys. I'm going to open up the tripod legs a little bit since I put my chair away. Got 12 people for the after show. That's what we're calling it. Show's officially over. I'll put the clicker on this so we don't lose our rod, and then we'll go watch Kev. Okay. Oh, can't really show him fishing the dock. He's not supposed to fish the dock. Yeah, that's a carp out there feeding. I'll show the rod. If he catches something, I'll show him, but really not supposed to be on that dock. Dumb sunfish is biting where the line goes into the water. Still a good idea to come over here. This is the side I want to fish from. This is where I had my 17 carp day. I think it was last year, around this time. Heard that bullfrog. He's moved. I can show him now. He's legally fishing now. I can show him again. Well, they wanted to see you. Nobody wants to see me in Goldmember. I have it clicked, so we should hear the clicker going if it gets picked up. Just don't know if it's going to be enough to set the hook. Welcome to the Kevin Fishing Show. Get this there. You don't know who Laura the Explorer is?
I haven't seen her.
Well, she's been around. She does a lot of catfishing. She lives down south now. Yeah, I watch a lot of her lives. Don't worry, Laura. If he wasn't my son, he wouldn't know our channel either.
I watched 447 channels that I
Look at that. Look at that. Right where I was just fishing. Right?
Yeah, they're making fun of you.
Carp just jumped right where I was fishing. They're probably sitting there eating all my pack bait.
Exactly. I told you they were jumping. I did not tell you.
I think we picked the right spot though, because we're getting closer now. We got one. I think that spot's going to hit before this spot over here does.
We get that boat fishing bow set up. I just want to have it set up because I know any day now I know some, because soon they're going to start coming up because if they're spawning right now.
Yep, they'll come up and lay their eggs next. They'll be,
That's when you want to shoot them.
well, in here, yeah, because it's so murky, you're not going to see them unless they're at the top. If that gold member rod goes, Kev, I'm going to just run for the ride. You grab the camera.
Okay, Mike. Selling our crab and our favorite rocket ship. Oh,
Stewart said he taught you how to be patient.
oh, please.
Everybody likes to take credit for Kevin's skills, but the fact is he just fishes all the time and has learned,
Turn the camera angle.
and he doesn't always do it the right way. He has his own style. Are you going out in the illegal dock?
Nope.
Okay. Sure looks like that's where you're going.
My approach.
Caught a leaf? Good job. Get you centered here. Wow, you're really good at catching leaves. Kevin the Leaf Whisperer.
That's me. Dial my number right now. If you want to have help finding your fish on, I could catch your leaf. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, every great style of fishing was once just like invented, you know? All different types of techniques. Almost anything you do has a name for it and a technique that was formed around it. So it's okay to mash things up and make something new out of them. Those guys over there throwing like shark rods. Oh my gosh. Guy's got 6 ounces of lead on. Yeah, yeah. Big pyramid lead.
That just shows you how
Watch the language.
they have no clue. Most people have no clue. You know what I bet? I bet they're fishing for trout.
I think there's big catfish in here. 'Cause they have all the catfish gear. There's just no catfish in here though.
There was catfish in there.
That was an oak leaf. That was an oak. 5th species of the night.
But still, there was huge catfish in here before. You do not need a
Yeah. Unless it's to reach the spot. There goes the run club. The runners. That's where I'm supposed to be. You can see in the distance. That's the running club that I'm supposed to be running with right now. There they go.
going on a trip.
Instead, I'm babysitting this child here. What's that look for?
You're not babysitting me.
Yeah, babysitting
You
you.
said you're not going because CJ's over.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to leave you alone. The siege. What's on this rod?
Corn. Look. Wait. Honey, I am feeling like if you're happy that you don't clap your hands.
Yep, that's the truth of competitive fishing. Only as good as your last tournament.
Okay, y'all.
Stewart said you should try to catch as many species as possible in one session on his flies. I mean, it's tangible. I know there's probably 7. Probably 7 different species in this lake. He's got the worm on. I don't know if he showed you guys what he was using, but he's got the worm. Speaking of winning trophies and titles and all that fun stuff, we have a tournament coming up. It might be this Saturday. The one that you've won the last 2 or 3 years. You won every year they had it. They just started this thing up a couple years ago.
Where is it at?
East Branch. The Tracy Penachuk, the politician.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, you do good there. We caught pallies there. It's not where we were last night. It's a different part of the creek. It's a beautiful spot too.
Where's our favorite spot gonna get stopped?
I don't know what your favorite spot is.
The spot where we go, there's a bridge. It's
You know the name of the creek?
nope.
Skip back. How far away is it?
And it's like a bridge. There's a deep hole and there's different sections and it goes a long way down the creek.
How far of a drive is it?
I don't know.
Not up the mountains, right? The Twin Bridges?
No.
You ready to call it? Oh, okay.
Let me get to the So if that competition is on Saturday, Sunday will we get our phone?
Yeah, we do it on the other day. Unless you don't want to fish in it. I don't care. But I do want to get some more trout for the freezer. I think we should participate in it. They like you being there. The Stony Creek anglers help out there too, so we'll see everybody from the club. If you're hanging in the background, you have made it to the after show, where we do stupid things and still don't catch fish. Got gold member down the way there on a spot that Kev saw a carp jump. Kev's in front of you fishing with flies at Stewart Tide. And he's got a rod over here I'm going to check. Can I check this rod? I might cast that over by gold member. Wow, we're out there. Really far.
What? I got to that off the dock.
Wow. Pass this out.
I'm gonna catch a fish. I'm gonna catch a fish. Dude, got to take out of there. There he is. In the weeds. You're not gonna be able to catch me. Yeah, he went out.
I'm hoping I rigged that rod up ultralight good enough that we won't lose it. Losing light here. Well, if you catch a fish, bring it over. This light's got perfect hook on it and it's loaded with corn, so there's a good chance that we'll catch something on that. All right, Steven, have a good night, buddy. Hey, Daniel Berry. This is officially the after show at this point. We've kind of changed things up here, and Kev's playing with the flies on his spinner rod. I've got one of the ultralights with corn on it. And I've got the gold member out there with some tiger nut boilies. we were asked to stay live, so we're gonna call it the after show and stay live. Well, our corn is gone, so that rod's done. Lost the corn. Lost the corn, buddy. So we want to lose that rod. Let's go watch Kev. We took most of our carp stuff back to the car, just left one carp rod, and Kev's got the flies on. It's caught crappie, sunfish, bass. It's got a nice mix of fish tonight on the flies. I got to be careful on my angle here because I need to be able to see the gold rod in case I can't hear it. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
That was a huge carp. He jumped right on my line. I think I should reel it in right there.
I'm talking about. Told you they were jumping. And this is the perfect time too. This is when they're gonna bite.
Yep, it is.
Take your rod, bring that sucker in.
I'm not far from it, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I am. But definitely hanging around here, so I think it'd be better off. Definitely started spawning though. It's hard to cast this thing soft. I have to cast it far and then bring it in. Don't do this to me, gold member. Hey, they just don't make rods like they used to. There's dirt here. It's all rock. There you go. I'm gonna have to watch that closely because that thing will just go and we'll lose this magnificent rod. Definitely doing spawning in here, and once in a while they will bite out of aggression when they're chasing each other. And there's usually more than one, so they don't all spawn at the same time. That explains why the bite was gone. They are spawning early. I've got to be ready to go. When you hook one in close like this, it's like off to the races. It's going to take 30 feet of line out within seconds because it's going to shoot out of the shallows here, and it's about 30 feet till the water starts getting deeper. I've hooked them in like this before, and it's a pretty insane fight. Hey, Mr. Parker, thanks for coming in. We caught one carp tonight. Kev caught a little bass, a black crappie, a bluegill, and a green sunfish. That's our tally for the night. Nothing too good. Even the common was small, but better than nothing. Yo, we got a $5 super chat from Mr. Parker, real time catfishing. Thank you so much for that, John. Wow, you did not have to do that, buddy. Appreciate that. We did spot a couple carp in real close here. So I've got this rod about 5 to 10 feet off the edge. It's going to be like hooking a marlin if it hits it. I came here one time and I saw a carp on the edge and I just casted to it. And it was, back was out of the water. That's how shallow it was. And man, it went right after that thing and just tore into it. It was one of the biggest, hardest fights I've had with a fish. And I've caught much bigger fish. But man, that thing just was fighting from the first second. We got Kevin down there doing Kevin things with his fishing rod. Is it the worm? Yeah. Probably so. I'm looking around looking for more carp, but I can't tell what's carp and just people fishing or casting. That was a carp. Yeah, next week we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna pre-feed a little bit, and we're gonna go down to the spot where I've had some good days at, some of my best days. We'll preload that and hope nobody fishes our spot. Maybe we'll just get up early and get here first. It's got a grill there and everything, and we're good to go. Gonna move in. It'd be hard not to get hooked swimming through there, John. It was, I think I counted 7 rods. Yeah. Mr. Parker had like 7 rods out. Coming from Pennsylvania where we're only allowed 3, it looks pretty funny. If I have 6 out because Kevin and I are fishing together, it's crazy looking. But I know down south that's kind of typical. I always wonder, like, if you have 7 rods out and you have 1 rod out, like, is there, like, where's the cutoff? Like, is it really beneficial to have multiple rods? It probably is. It probably is. Sometimes it gets stressful. 3's plenty for me. Too much re-rigging and start missing bites because you're looking at too many things. And I hear one of those drones. I don't see it though. Flock of geese coming right at us here. I know what you meant to say, and yes. Yeah. Good old spell check. Yeah. Ah, there it is. That thing's like a mosquito up there. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Sounds like a huge mosquito. I was just thinking the same thing. If I was packing that thing out of the sky. Hmm. Cav, you ready to wrap it up, buddy? Yeah. I think we're going to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody coming in. We didn't eat, I don't think Kevin ate anything, so he's got to be hungry. It is still a school night. We'll save those late nights for the nights when they're biting. But we did finally get onto a common carp, and we did confirm that they are spawning early. That fin was all marked up on that little guy, so they're definitely spawning now. So hopefully they're coming out of it next week. We shall see. Oh, John will find those fish. He will find those fish. He's like me. Sometimes he's got to fish a spot that's not the best spot, but that's the spot you got, right? Not everybody can live on, what is it, Tennessee or James River, or there's spots where they're catching mondos. Sometimes, like us, we fish a lake where we know we're not going to catch a monster, but still fishing. All right, guys, you have a good night. Kevin's all wound up. I can tell he needs to get home. I'll catch you next time. What's today? Thursday? Friday. I got a video coming out tomorrow, 3 o'clock, hopefully, if I get the editing done and everything. It's almost done. And I'm not sure on the weekend if we'll be live. We'll probably be recording, but I'll definitely be live Monday.
Banana.
Peace out, y'all. Oh, according to Cornell University, this is the third earliest year in recorded history that the walleye have spawned. Lack of cold temperatures has everything early. Interesting. I thought this winter was actually closer to normal. And we got, right around us, we got a lot of snow and it was a lot colder than the last couple, but I guess it wasn't really cold. It was just slightly warmer and it was consistent, so makes sense. All right, peace out, guys. I'm gonna run. Catch you next time. Take care of yourselves.